Okay, now that you have the grading setup done, I'm just going to walk you through setting up some courses, classrooms, and students. Let's start with courses. So we start off no courses created. We get to create a course. So maybe I'll make Math 8. So I'm going to call that grades 8 to 9, submit. And I'll maybe do another one here. I'll go Math 11. And this time it's 10 to 12. Submit. So now I have 2 courses. That's it. So now we can move into classrooms. So maybe I'll start with maybe, I don't know, period 1. And period 1 is going to be Math 8. And then I'll go period 2. It is also Math 8. And period 3 will be Math 11. So now we have 3 classes set up. We can change these classes a little bit afterwards once you have set them up. So if I go to period 1, first of all, if I have students here, it'll list who those students are. And I can also hit this edit button and I can change this name. So I could change this to block 1 or whatever. That's it. If there were students in the system right now, I could add them from this box. So now that we have all our classes done, the last step for the setup is to enter in students. So we go to the students page, and first I'm going to pick which class I want to add students to. So I'm going to start with block 1. And it says here to copy paste a list into the name list. And it says it's beginning with student number, then first name and last name, and it's comma separated. So I could type these names in like this. I can manually type in a whole bunch of students. However, I think the best thing to do is to export a list of students from your MyEd class and then copy and paste that into this box. I think that is much more reliable and less chance of making a mistake. So I'm going to show you how to make that list in MyEd. One thing that could help when entering in students is to grab their information from MyEd. So if you go to the attendance tab in My Education, you can pick a classroom and click reports and choose quick report. So we're going to make a new report here. So we'll stay with new report. Next. It's simple. So we don't have to change anything there. And we're going to remove these 2 fields. And there's 3 fields that we want. We want the pupil number. So we click pupil number. So first of all, I have to make sure we're in the student section in the available fields. Then click pupil number and add it. Then we're going to scroll down here, and it takes a little bit. And eventually we get to, it's kind of hard to find, usual first name. Click that, add, and then usual last name and add. So those are the 3 fields we want. So now we can go next. Sort order name is fine. That doesn't matter. Next. That's fine. We don't have to change anything there. Next. We can give it a title. That's not important. What is important is we want a comma separated values file. CSV file. So have that chosen and then go next. That's fine. We don't have to change that. Next. And then let's save this. We could save this for Smartmark. So we can use this report again. The fields will already be set for us. Go finish. And there is our list of names that we can copy and paste into Smartmark. To do that, I can just drag my mouse over, collect all of it. It doesn't matter. You can take that first line or not. That won't matter. So we take all that and go right click copy, or Option C or Command C or Control C on your computer. And then you're ready to paste into Smartmark. Okay, so I have a list of students from my ed, and I can just copy this whole thing and paste it into this box. I can keep this first line or not. It doesn't matter. You can keep it there. The import will ignore that first line. So I'll go submit. And all those students are now in block 1. One thing to keep in mind about students is that once you've added a student to your classroom, they will have an account created for them automatically. And they will log in using their school district email address. So they do not create accounts for themselves. As soon as you add them to a course, their accounts are created automatically. And more details can be found about students logging in the Smartmark help page. Okay. So we have courses set up. There's classrooms in the courses, and then students in the classrooms. In the next video, we will take a look at adding learning objectives, adding assignments or assessments, and then entering grades into those assessments and what that looks like on the gradebook sheet. See you there.